It's midday. Good afternoon. Here is the midday news on OGBC. My name is Titilope Awobajo. First, the major items. President Tinubu renews commitment to using education to tackle insecurity. Nigeria Center for Disease Control has advocated measures to check the spread of Lassa fever. Comoros president re-elected for a fourth term. The current administration at the center will tackle the recent spate of kidnapping and bandit attacks in parts of the country with massive education. President Bola Tinubu, who made this known while playing host to a delegation of an Islamic movement at the State House in Abuja on Tuesday, described the attacks as disturbing and ungodly, identifying education as the antidote to the challenges confronting the nation. President Tinubu assured that all required resources, policies, and plans will be rolled out soon for the massive education of Nigerian youths. He renewed the commitment of his administration to promoting peace, stability, and economic prosperity. As part of efforts to boost housing demand in the country, the federal government has inaugurated four presidential committees to reform the housing sector under the Renewed Hope agenda. The committees comprising Housing Institutions Reform Task Team, Multi-Agency Project Delivery Team, Land Reform Task Team, and Building Materials Manufacturing Hubs Task Team were given 8 weeks to submit their recommendations. The Minister of Housing and Urban Development, Architect Ahmed Dangiwa, who inaugurated the committee in Abuja, stated that researchers and experts have stated that most of the housing plans and policies since independence failed to deliver as expected. According to architect Dangiwa, to achieve the target of building a $1 trillion economy, housing must be prioritized. The minister explained that comprehensive housing sector reforms that deliver decent and affordable housing to Nigerians must be reviewed and upgraded. Health control IPC measures to check the spread of Lassa for disease traveled with newsmen on Tuesday in Abuja. Dr. Aditifa, who described infection prevention and control as an essential and integral aspect of the clinical management of Lassa fever, emphasized that all healthcare workers should have high index of suspicion for Lassa fever in individuals who have not responded to standard anti-malaria treatments. He added that the suspicion should also apply to resistance of treatment for other common infectious diseases within 48 to 72 hours. The Speaker of the Ogun State House of Assembly, the Right Honorable Olakunle Oluomo, has assured of more laws that will enhance the development, peace, and progress of the state. The Speaker gave the assurance in his welcome address on Tuesday during the first plenary of the year. He reminded his colleagues of the need to serve the electorate diligently and ensure their progress, urging them to work together for the growth of the state. The Oyo State government says preliminary investigation by security agencies has indicated that the explosion that rocked the Bodija area of Ibadan on Tuesday was caused by explosive devices stored by illegal miners. Governor Sheyi Makinde made this known in a tweet this Wednesday, informing that the investigations are ongoing. Governor Makinde assured that those found culpable for the explosions will be brought to book. He added that two persons lost their lives while 77 others were injured in the explosion. The governor, who urged residents to be calm, promised that those whose houses were affected by the explosion will be supported to rebuild their lives, while the medical bills of victims will be paid by the government. You're listening to the Media News on OGBC 90.5 FM in a poll disputed by the opposition as fraudulent. The country's electoral body said he secured the win with 63% of the vote. Opposition candidates in the Indian Ocean archipelago alleged instances of ballot stuffing in favor of Mr. Asumani, and the polls had closed early. The president's campaign team has denied the opposition's claims. Six candidates ran in the 14th January presidential election. More than 330,000 people were registered to vote out of a population the World Bank estimates at 836,000. Mr. Assoumani is the current chairperson of the African Union. The Iranian-backed Yemeni rebel group Houthi movement says it has hit another ship in the Red Sea of Yemen. The Greek-owned bulk carrier Zografia was sailing from Vietnam to Israel when it was struck on Tuesday. It is said to have suffered only minor damage. The incident comes as the U.S. military announced it had seized Iranian-supplied weapons bound for the Houthis during an operations last week. Meanwhile, the U.S. has hit more targets in Houthi-controlled areas of Yemen. According to reports, four anti-ship ballistic missiles that were ready were killed and others injured in strikes by neighboring Iran on Tuesday. Iran said it targeted two bases linked to the militant group Jaish al-Adi, but Pakistan rejected these, calling it an illegal act that could lead to serious consequences. Pakistan is the fourth country after Iraq and Syria to be hit by an Iranian attack within the last few days. A missile attack by Iran on Pakistan is near unprecedented. Tuesday's strike hit a village in the vast southwestern province of Baluchistan, which borders the two countries. Iran had late on Monday launched ballistic missile strikes against targets in Iraq's northern city of Erbil, prompting condemnation by the United States. China's population has declined for a second consecutive year. Once the world's most populous nation, China was overtaken by India last year, according to the United Nations. National data shows to previous year. Comparatively, India's is more than double the previous year's loss of 850,000 people that had marked the country's first downturn in 60 years. The result of after decades of a controversial 1-15, China has spent the past years trying to slow its plunging childbirth rate with subsidies and other policies to encourage families with three children. On sport, William Ekong 2023 Africa Cup of Nations. The encounter the Super Eagles held in the Langue Nationale in Equatorial Guinea to a 1-1 draw. France claimed Jean Louis Gasset's men to boost their chances of claiming a place in the round of 16, describing the game as a must-win for the Super Eagles. Troost Ekong said they would fight hard for the 3 points at stake. Security, essential to the country's development, contribute to ensuring a secured society. To end the midday news, another look at the major items. Playing host to members of an Islamic movement in Abuja on Tuesday, President Bola Tinubu assured with the use of massive education. The Director General of the Nigeria Center for Disease Control (NCDC), Dr. Ifedayo Adetufa, has directed health workers to implement the standard infection prevention and control measures to check the spread of Lassa fever in the country. He also heard that Comoros President Mr. Azal Assoumani has been re-elected for fourth term in a poll disputed by the opposition as fraudulent.